Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2024 Kia EV9 GT-Line. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. Of course, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The all-electric EV9 embodies the rugged yet sophisticated appearance befitting a flagship SUV. It offers 3 rows of seats in either 6 or 7 passenger configuration, as well as multiple powertrain options, including rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive setups. Its boxy, triangular design language emphasizes the tension of its short overhangs and long 122-inch wheelbase, pushed to the corners over Kia's new electric global modular platform, a variant of which also underpins the EV6. At 197.4 inches in length in the GT line, the EV9 is slightly longer than a Telluride and comparable in height and width, which, for the GT line, come in at 70.1 and 77.9 inches respectively. Despite its boxy shape, the EV9 has a coefficient of drag of 0.28, which is on par with other luxury SUV EVs and just impressive in general. At the EV9's forefront is the digital Tiger Face, a reinterpretation of the signature Kia Tiger Nose grille characterized by standard star map daytime running lights that emphasize the width of the EV9. Enhancing the EV9's front lighting is the available digital pattern lighting grille. Although not available on matte paint colors, it's a Kia first feature that's available on upper trim levels. Integrated into the body-colored front grille, the hidden lighting system lends the EV9 a clean aesthetic when the vehicle is off. When turned on, the concealed lights illuminate to display captivating lighting formations that animate as part of the available dynamic welcome lighting package. A variety of other lighting options are available for an additional cost in the Kia Connect store as part of the digital features and services. In the rear, slim star map taillights draw attention to the corners of the EV9's body. Standard flush door handles with automatic deployment are elegantly integrated into the sheet metal, underscoring the EV9's clean side profile. Design is in every detail of the EV9, with each trim presenting a distinct appearance. Base trims get thin lens horizontal projection LED headlamps, body color exterior side mirrors, silver touches on the belt line moldings and available flush roof rails, standard 19-inch wheels, and aero flaps on the front bumper. Stepping up to the upper trim levels introduces a range of enhancements such as standard 20-inch wheels, small cube projection LED headlamps, and the digital pattern lighting grille with the standard complete lighting package. Black high-gloss trim on the front bumper, fenders, and side moldings add a touch of refinement. The GT line elevates its appearance with a number of upgrades. Raised roof rails and exterior side mirrors are finished in gloss black, while body-colored pockets on the front fascia incorporate a sense of ruggedness. Front and rear bumpers are accented in black with gunmetal trim, complemented by dark-colored beltline moldings. The digital pattern lighting grille illuminates in a focused lighting pattern that's unique to the GT line, while 21-inch exclusive dark-colored alloy wheels complete the look. For its initial year of production, the EV9 is available in 5 trim levels, including light rear-wheel drive, light long-range rear-wheel drive, wind all-wheel drive, land all-wheel drive, and GT line all-wheel drive. Base pricing ranges between $54,900 and $73,900. The EV9 is available in a wide variety of gloss or matte finish paint options. This example is finished in ocean blue gloss, which is a $695 option. Additional options you'll see on this example include carpeted floor mats, a carpet cargo mat with seatback protection, and the GT-Line second row relaxation package. The latter includes 8-way power lounge seats in the second row with a relaxation mode, comfort headrest, and leg extension. The EV9 has the makings of a proper luxury SUV and is absolutely wonderful to drive. The total MSRP for what you see here, including destination handling fees, is $78,430. Depending on the trim level, the EV9 is available with either 19-inch, 20-inch, or 21-inch alloy wheels. All of the wheel options sport technical geometric styling for a pretty unique look. The GT-Line is a great example. The wheels are finished in gloss black and matte dark silver and are wrapped in 285/45 Hankook EV-specific all-season tires. On the road, the EV9 is exceptionally quiet. Road noise is practically non-existent and the acoustic insulation of the interior is top-notch. The EV9's braking system consists of 4-wheel internally ventilated disc brakes, an electronic brake booster, an electronic parking brake, and brake energy regeneration. You also have hill start assist, trailer stability assist, downhill brake control, 4-wheel, 4-channel, 4-sensor ABS with electronic brake force distribution, and an auto hold feature. The front discs span 14.2 inches and are clamped down by twin piston calipers. The rear discs span 13.6 inches and are clamped down by single piston calipers. They provide good feel and stopping power. Kia claims the EV9 can stop from 62 miles an hour in 128 feet. With the electronic brake booster, you can actually alter the feel and responsiveness of the brakes with normal and sport modes, available within the vehicle settings menu of the infotainment system. There's also a one-pedal driving feature, which lets you speed up and slow down using only the accelerator pedal. What looks like paddle shifters behind the steering wheel are actually paddles to increase or decrease the amount of braking force being applied when using one-pedal driving. It's really quite fun when you get used to it. It also serves as a functional benefit through additional energy regeneration. You can track how much regen is taking place through the digital instrument cluster. The EV9's suspension is fully independent. In the front, you have a McPherson strut setup with aluminum knuckles, dual aluminum lower arms, and a stabilizer bar. The rear suspension is a 5-link setup that also utilizes aluminum components, along with coil springs and a stabilizer bar. The front and rear shock absorbers have a smart frequency damper valve with hydraulic rebound stop. The GT-Line comes standard with self-leveling rear shock absorbers. Self-leveling is optional on the other all-wheel drive trims. For a large SUV that weighs as much as 5,714 pounds, the EV9 has impressive driving dynamics. It mainly has to do with the packaging of the battery pack and how the weight is distributed across the chassis. Combine that with the long wheelbase and wide track and you have an SUV that not only boasts a supple and comfortable ride, but it can actually take a corner without much drama. Of course, it doesn't handle as well as an EV6 being a bigger SUV, but it's certainly more dynamic feeling than a Telluride. The EV9's rack and pinion steering system utilizes electric power assistance, with the motor mounted on the rack itself. The overall steering ratio is 16:1, and it takes 2.93 turns to go from lock to lock. The turning circle measures 40.6 feet. While there's not much feel to it, the steering is quick, responsive, and precise. Placing the steering into sport mode makes it weightier for an improved feel. The steering wheel is a unique, squared-off design, with flattened upper and lower sections and features power adjustments for tilt and reach. It's faux leather-wrapped, heated, and incorporates a plethora of controls to operate the radio, telephone system, voice commands, driver's information system, cruise control, and some of the driver assistance features. The driver's information system within the digital instrument cluster includes multiple displays, such as an augmented reality display for the driver assistance systems, as well as trip and economy information, navigation, and a power distribution monitor. The EV9 is the second Kia model based on the eGMP platform, and the first to feature fourth-generation battery technology, designed for improved energy density. From launch, the EV9 will be available with a choice of two powertrain options. Standard is a 76.1 kilowatt-hour battery with a 160 kilowatt or 215 horsepower motor that drives the rear wheels only. An optional 99.8 kilowatt-hour battery is available in a single motor configuration that develops 201 horsepower and achieves an EPA estimated 304 miles of all-electric range, or a dual motor 283 kilowatt or 379 horsepower torque vectoring all-wheel drive configuration with 516 pound-feet of torque and an EPA estimated 280 miles of all-electric range. The GT-Line accelerates to 60 miles an hour in as little as 4.5 seconds, which is incredibly impressive. The top speed is limited to 124 miles per hour. With an EV, the most impressive thing performance-wise is how quick they are off the line. You don't have any drivetrain lag like you'd have with an internal combustion engine and conventional automatic transmission. Especially with something like this, you're basically getting sports car or muscle car levels of acceleration in a full-size SUV, which is wild. Obviously, EVs are nearly silent, which can be quite nice as far as being comfortable and content, but if you wanted a little sound, like you've probably already heard in this video, Kia has a solution. Via the Active Sound Design menu within the infotainment system, you can select between 3 volume settings if you want to turn on the sound. It doesn't sound like an engine, it's more of a futuristic type soundtrack that I personally really liked. The level of sound is also dependent on throttle input. While you're cruising with little to no throttle, the sound practically fades away, so it's not constantly playing in the background. The transmission is a single-speed reduction gear unit with a shift-by-wire controller to the right of the steering column. You simply put your foot on the brake and rotate the dial forward or backward to select drive or reverse. Park is engaged by the button at the end of the stalk. Rotating the dial half a click selects neutral. When you place the EV9 in reverse, the stalk gives a bit of haptic feedback for confirmation. Drive modes available on all trims include Eco, Normal, Sport, and My mode, while all-wheel drive models add a Snow mode. The digital instrument cluster changes its layout based on the mode selected. It's very futuristic looking. Throttle response and power delivery was the most noticeable difference between the drive modes. With My mode, you can tailor powertrain and steering response to your liking. Like I said earlier, you can also alter the feel and responsiveness of the brakes for normal or sport performance. The EV9 offers an available 7.8 inches of ground clearance and up to 5,000 pounds of towing capacity for the Land and GT-Line all-wheel drive. The EV9's standard 800-volt electrical architecture enables ultra-fast charging on high-speed DC chargers, designed to go from 10 to 80% state of charge in as little as 25 minutes. With a maximum DC charging speed of up to 235 kilowatts, the EV9 facilitates quick charging, up to 100 miles of range in just 13 minutes with compatible DC chargers. This rate is among the highest average in the current EV market. The 10.9 kilowatt onboard charger enables expedient level 2 charging as well. A full charge using level 2 or 240 volt charging takes about 8 hours and 45 minutes, which is most ideal for charging overnight. While you can charge using a regular 120 volt household outlet, you should expect significantly longer charge times, which don't make it a viable option for charging unless the vehicle is used sparingly. Real-world charge times will vary based on the battery's starting state of charge, the battery's condition, output of the charger, vehicle settings, and outside temperature. In my experience, the EV9's EPA driving range was right on par, but depending on how much you're using the air conditioning, what fan speed you have set, what drive mode you're in, and general electrical draw from various features, your total range will vary. The combined miles per gallon equivalent for the GT line is rated at 80, or 88 in the city and 72 on the highway. The lid for the charge port is at the back of the vehicle on the passenger side and is power operated. There's even an LED charge status indicator. The EV9's battery pack is mounted low and central within the chassis and the body to ensure maximum interior space, improve weight distribution, and lower the center of gravity. The EV9 also provides an innovative V2L function, which stands for Vehicle to Load. It allows customers to freely use or charge or power electric devices such as electric bicycles, scooters, or camping equipment. The EV9 can basically serve as a power station on wheels, with 1.9 kilowatt of peak power using a standard 120 volt household outlet. The V2L function is enabled using an available accessory adapter that plugs into the outside charging port. An available V2L outlet can also be found in the cargo area. While the EV9 is already a mobile power source thanks to the integrated charging control unit and V2L system, V2X, otherwise known as Vehicle to Everything, may expand the EV9's capabilities. Expected to be available via the Kia Connect digital store at a later date for properly equipped homes, V2X can potentially enable the EV9 to return in-vehicle power to the grid to help balance out electricity demand, or return in-vehicle power to the owner's home via the available Wallbox Quasar 2 bi-directional charger. Drawing inspiration from the award-winning interior of the Kia Telluride, the EV9 offers a variety of earth-toned interior color combinations for an upscale and refined ambiance, while also incorporating Kia's new interior design philosophy. The color, material, and finish approach uses non-leather polyurethane seating surfaces that are incredibly soft, as well as select BTX-free paint on certain interior trim pieces and select fabrics and carpets composed of partially recycled materials. From the headliner on the EV9 to a variety of high-touch areas within the cabin, the forward-thinking materials deliver a well-appointed cabin without the use of animal products. The GT line is offered with 3 interior themes depending on the exterior color. This example has the standard light gray and black GT line Syntex upholstery. Black and brown upholstery is available, as is dark gray and navy. At the core of the interior is an elliptical shaped dash that's artfully designed to have a floating effect. A wide combined panoramic display sits on top, enhancing digital usability with standard dual 12.3-inch screens and a 5-inch HVAC screen neatly integrated into one single panel for a modern and simple aesthetic. Standard tri-zone HVAC helps ensure everyone in the front and rear can be comfortable. The HVAC screen is a nice detail that takes up what would otherwise be dead space with having the 2 12.3-inch screens behind a one-piece panel. The HVAC screen is positioned so the driver can easily adjust all of the front and rear HVAC settings. Additionally, you can bring up a full HVAC menu within the infotainment system and adjust basic settings via the switch bank in the middle of the dash. Under the infotainment system are centrally mounted, hidden until lit haptic switches for key infotainment features that appear when the EV9 is turned on. While this is a futuristic touch to the interior, physical switches for functions like volume, temperature control, and fan speed add practicality and familiarity. Depending on the trim level, the driving experience can be elevated with an array of available features, including a 12-inch full-color head-up display that projects driving information directly onto the windshield within your line of sight. The steering wheel's LED-illuminated Kia logo and expansive ambient mood lighting on the dash, console, and door trim create a relaxing atmosphere. The ambient mood lighting offers a lot of colors to choose from and is standard on the GT line. You can choose from a variety of mono or two-tone themes, or customize your own colors to your liking. It adds a touch of modern elegance to the interior and is a sight to behold at night. The GT line's front seats have 8-way power adjustments, plus 2-way power leg support, 4-way power lumbar for the driver's seat, 2-way power lumbar for the passenger seat, and a 2-way bolster adjustment for the driver's seat. The bolster adjustment can be set to automatically hug you in when the vehicle is placed into sport mode or automatically hug you once you reach a certain speed. The front seats are heated and ventilated in the GT line and come standard with the relaxation mode, which includes power-operated leg rests. The driver's seat goes an extra step forward with a standard ergo motion massage function that utilizes air pockets within the seat and multiple massage programs to soothe and rejuvenate. These features are not only nice on long trips, but can also be taken advantage of while charging if you wanted to kick back and relax for a bit. The design of the seats are super comfy and supportive. Standard mesh headrests in the front seats create a sense of openness, and the floating center console stretches from the first to the second row, offering under-tray storage to the front passengers. There's plenty of storage space throughout the interior. The front of the center console can be opened or closed as needed. Inside, there's a cubby with 2 pop-out cup holders. At the rear of the console is another compartment under the armrest, as well as a wireless phone charger. The glove box is a 2-tier drawer-style design that offers great space and illumination. The door panels have large lower pockets and bottle holders. The GT line's 708-watt Meridian Premium surround sound system offers impressive level of tonal clarity. It's an awesome sounding system that's made even better thanks to excellent interior insulation and acoustics. A standard cabin talk feature can be activated on demand to allow the cabin's microphones to pick up voices in the front and amplify them in the rear seats. Throughout the cabin, high-power USB-C outlets are strategically placed on easy-to-reach places. The EV9 features Kia's next-generation, ultra-modern connected car navigation cockpit system. The infotainment system processes faster and in higher fidelity with frequently used quick controls available with a swipe of a screen. In certain menus, you also have a split screen with different selectable displays on the right for additional information when you want it. Navigation-based charging guidance using arrival time and distance to empty estimates can help quell range anxiety. The display offers high-resolution graphics and a capacitive touch interface just like a smartphone. It's a low-glare display too, which is really nice. Standard media features include wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, AM/FM radio, HD radio, SiriusXM satellite radio, streaming through Amazon Music, and Bluetooth multi-connection support. The latter enables 2 device connections at the same time, one for phone calls and one for streaming audio. A voice recognition system is also standard. For those times where you're sitting idle and feel like relaxing for a bit, there's a Sounds of Nature ambient system that offers a wide array of calming themes, a perfect complement to the relaxation mode seating. The EV9 is the first Kia model to offer vehicle system over-the-air updates so that it can be continuously improved over time. Through the new digital Kia Connect store, accessed via the Kia Access app or through the Kia Owner Portal, a number of exciting digital features and services can unlock the ability to remotely upgrade performance, entertainment, and more. At launch of the EV9, the Kia Connect store will offer Boost, designed to improve acceleration through increased front-wheel torque for quicker acceleration in certain trim levels. Owners have the option, at an additional cost, to personalize the appearance of their EV9 through a selection of 5 unique lighting patterns showcased on the digital pattern lighting grille. Parking convenience can be elevated with Remote Smart Parking Assist 2, a more sophisticated version of remote parking that can provide additional diagonal parking support. A Wi-Fi hotspot is standard. More digital features and services are in development, which can enhance the EV9's in-vehicle experience as time progresses. Standard Advanced Ultra-Wideband based Digital Key 2 allows customers to use their compatible Apple and Samsung smart devices or an NFC-enabled smart card as virtual vehicle keys to lock, unlock, and drive. The technology has been advanced to allow drivers to unlock the EV9 without holding the smartphone near the door, and keys can be shared with friends and family over text messages on available devices. The EV9 refines and expands Kia's roster of standard and available advanced driver assistance systems. Central to the EV9's 20 standard assistance features is Forward Collision Avoidance Assist, designed to help detect and prevent collisions from occurring under certain conditions. The system also has the ability to detect vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists in front of the vehicle while driving, oncoming vehicles when turning left at an intersection, and crossing vehicles while passing through an intersection. The system is also designed to help provide a degree of braking and/or steering input to help prevent or minimize certain collisions that the system detects oncoming vehicles while passing other vehicles, vehicles in front of you while changing lanes, and obstacles, pedestrians, or other vehicles in front of you while driving straight. Blind spot collision warning and blind spot view monitors are designed to help display and detect vehicles approaching from behind in the next lane and, in a variety of circumstances, applying the brakes or steering to help mitigate some collisions while making lane changes. The EV9 also features High Beam Assist, Intelligent Speed Limit Assist, Lane Keeping Assist, Safe Exit Assist, Safe Exit Warning, and Smart Cruise Control with Stop and Go. An available surround view monitor provides a wider picture in reversing and parking scenarios versus the standard rear view monitor, using cameras around the EV9 to display a 360-degree view. An available full display mirror replaces the conventional rear view mirror with a camera view with the flick of the lower tab. It's especially useful if your rearward vision is obstructed by passengers or cargo. Available Remote Smart Parking Assist 2 allows remote parking in or exiting from certain parking spots with the driver operating the EV9 from outside the vehicle, as well as smart parking while the driver is inside the vehicle. Standard Rear Cross Traffic Collision Avoidance Assist and Parking Distance Warning Forward and Reverse are designed to facilitate parking maneuvers in a variety of circumstances. In addition to the active driver assist technology, the EV9 comes standard with 10 airbags, including a front row center airbag intended to reduce front passenger impacts in certain collisions. The other airbags include dual front airbags, dual front seat mounted side airbags, full-length side curtain airbags, and a driver's knee airbag. Every seat inside the EV9 is aimed to be as comfortable as possible. Second row passengers are treated to 42.8 inches of legroom. Headroom is measured at 38.8 inches with the panoramic sunroof, and shoulder room provides 60 inches of space. With the available captain's chairs, which is a $2,000 option on the GT line, the EV9's passenger hauling drops from 7 to 6. However, you get some pretty awesome stuff. In addition to the captain's chairs themselves, for starters, the seats are powered, heated, and ventilated. They can be slid back and forth, reclined, and have powered leg supports, just like the front. You also have the relaxation mode back here, so as long as you have enough leg space with whoever's sitting in the front, you can kick back and relax. If no one is sitting in the front passenger seat, there's a couple of controls on the inside bolster that allow for easy sliding and tilting of the front passenger seat forward. This allows maximum legroom for the second row rear passenger seat so you can take full advantage of the relaxation mode. Like the front seats, the second row seats are extremely comfortable. The headrests are soft and adjustable, both vertically and laterally, so you can curve them around your head and neck. The captain's chairs each have their own adjustable armrest. The GT-Line's rear door glass is acoustic laminated like the front glass for a quieter cabin. The rear doors also have mesh roll-up sunshades to block out light. Additional second-row amenities include 2 cup holders in the rear of the center console, a pull-out drawer with a copious amount of space, seatback storage pockets, lower door pockets and bottle holders, overhead grab handles and coat hooks, reading lights, B-pillar mounted grab handles, and USB-C charge ports on the inner bolsters of the front seats. The rear HVAC controls are mounted up in the headliner. You have controls for temperature, zone, fan speed, and an automatic setting. The air vents are also mounted up in the headliner. In the EV9's 7-seat configuration, the second row bench seat allows easy access to the third row thanks to a tilting walk-in system, even with a child seat installed. With the captain's chairs, you can walk in between the seats if you can fit, otherwise the seats can be easily tilted and moved forward with the touch of a button. There's a button at the base of the seats and one at the top of the backrest, so third row passengers can slide and tilt the seats themselves. The third row can accommodate 2 average-sized adults. Legroom measures 32 inches, so the second row seats can't be slid all the way back if I was sitting in the third row. When the second row seats are auto-sliding back, if they hit your knees, they'll automatically stop and move forward a bit to give you some breathing room. Headroom is plentiful. I'm 5 foot 10 inches for context. Child seat anchors are standard for all the rear seats. The headrests are adjustable and the backrests can be reclined for extra comfort. Additional third row amenities include cup holders on either side, USB-C charge ports, reading lamps, and roof-mounted air vents. All EV9 trims come standard with a hands-free smart liftgate, which senses the presence of the key fob as you walk up to the back and opens the liftgate automatically. This makes it effortless to load cargo if your arms are full and eliminates the need to swing your foot under the back bumper like other similar systems out there. Of course, there are buttons to open and close the liftgate if you weren't using the hands-free function. The liftgate can also be programmed with different opening heights, which can be a helpful feature when overhead clearance is limited. With all 3 rows raised, the EV9 offers 20.2 cubic feet of cargo space. Underneath the rear section of the cargo floor, there's extra space to store emergency items. It's also where you'll find a tire inflator kit. With the third row folded, volume increases to 43.5 cubic feet. The third row folds by a set of pull straps, which automatically release the headrests, and they're also the same pull straps that you would use to recline the backrests. The headrests can be folded independently for added rearward visibility when the third row isn't in use. With both rows down, volume expands to 81.7 cubic feet. You can manually fold the second row seats via a set of pull straps, but for extra convenience, the GT-Line comes standard with a powered mechanism. There's a couple of buttons on the right side panel that allow you to lower and raise the second row seats. Cargo nets and privacy covers are available for extra security. There's 4 D-rings, 2 on either side of the cargo floor if you need to tie items down. A 12-volt power outlet can be found on the left side panel, while the V2L outlet can be found on the right side panel. For an extra bit of space, the front trunk offers 3.2 cubic feet of space in rear-wheel drive trims and 1.8 cubic feet of space in all-wheel drive trims. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed the in-depth look at the Kia EV9. Be sure to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that too, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get properly notified of all of the new uploads. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.